Well, I was gonna make a clever comment about how we turned it up last night and it's ready to party, but we may have just slipped the clutch. So let me look at a log and see what's going on before I start this video. Alright, so last night I hopped on the dyno because that's daytime in Australia. Scott, aka Tuning Fork, was helping me diagnose the signal issue. If you remember, the car had a mind of its own, the gear position was fluctuating all over the place. While we were looking into that, we decided, might as well throw a couple more pounds of boost at it. So we started off making 930 wheel and I don't know, what is that, like 780 foot-pounds of torque? And then we turned it up to 1,090, which is good. And then it cooled off overnight. And then it wanted to make like 1,200, and I'm pretty sure this is my clutch saying turn it back down. So I can't really do anything other than turn it down, so I'm not gonna do another hit on the dyno because I don't want to send this thing to the moon. I'll turn the boost down a little bit, and then one other thing that I wanted to let you guys know that I figured out, I didn't even want to like dive into the wiring. I just had my windows set up to fix the gear position because we reasoned that that's where most of the issue was coming from. The car was getting confused as to which gear it was in, and what it turned out to be is that the ground for that sensor wasn't wired to the ECU, it was just wired to the chassis ground. So immediately once we put it to the ECU, the signal cleaned up, so that's great now. And then also because I'm going roll racing, I was like, why don't we put rolling anti-lag on it? The problem is I didn't have anything wired. Today, I wired in the factory paddle shifters, so now I have rolling anti-lag with these guys. Like I said, I gotta turn the power down, but I can still show you what the rolling anti-lag is. So basically whatever RPM I hold it at, I pull the paddles in and it'll lock it. So 3 grand, 4 grand, 5 grand. I can't wait to see that at night. It's probably spitting flames and stuff. It's not two-step, it's rolling anti-lag, and it's okay. You know, there's some things in life that I wish I could automate, like changing the transmission on a Mustang GT350. We may live in an automated world, but some things still require manual labor. And luckily for e-commerce owners, thanks to the sponsor of today's video, ShipStation, shipping is no longer a manual task. The setup for ShipStation is fast, and I am positive you are going to save money. It's going to allow you to automate your shipping tasks from every marketplace, all in one simple dashboard. Amazon, Etsy, Shopify, you name it. Print labels, compare rates, compare delivery times, and get access to discounts that are usually reserved for Fortune 500 companies. ShipStation's passing on the savings to you. And that's up to 84% off USPS and UPS rates. Over 130,000 companies have made the switch to ShipStation, and it's no wonder why 98% of the companies still use ShipStation to this day. If the discounts aren't enough, use my promo code and I'll get you 2 months free. Just go to shipstation.com/AdamLZ to sign up for your free 60-day trial. Automate your shipping tasks, and let's get you spending more time growing your business. Shipstation.com/AdamLZ, and I want to give a massive thank you to them for not only sponsoring this video, but being one of the channel's longest sponsors of all time. I appreciate you. Now let's get back to the video. So I want to make sure all the flat shift stuff still works, just because we messed with it a lot. All the water on my tires. Anti-lag in second gear and see how it works. What the f? What the f? That's not even all the power. What is this car? So I think I found a reason why the suspension is so soft in the rear. Because it has MagneRide, I think that it's not working properly, and that's why it's so bouncy. Because there's like a fault somewhere in the chassis, so the MagneRide is in like some weird setting default. Man, I want to do the rolling anti-lag again. That was so cool. Let's do it again. Big smile. What a cool car. Let's try the rolling anti-lag here. said this in video because I knew that you guys would hate me, but it's funny to think that I was actually considering selling this thing because I was so over it, and a few $1,000s and a couple days of investment, and now it's probably one of the craziest cars that I own yet again. Final closing thoughts after taking it for a drive. Still has way too much power to put the traction down, so I gotta figure out a different tire setup on the street. I think it'll hook pretty good on the drag strip. Still just playing with boost levels and everything. I'm stoked to have the rolling anti-lag, and I'm pretty sure suspension-wise, it definitely is a Magneride fault that's causing it to be so soft. Yes, it doesn't have a front sway bar, but still, like, a GT350 is a pretty stiff car, and it is not stiff, which tells me that it's probably something to do with that. So this is going to the drag strip. Gonna trailer it there just to play it safe. And I'm also gonna bring this thing that hasn't been to the drag strip in like 3 years. It went through like probably 2 different motors and many different suspension setups. I think it'll be really, really good. But today, honestly, both of these cars I enjoy driving a lot. I probably won't do any launches with them just because I don't want to risk breaking anything. Even though I know this car can do it. These are the same wheels that did 1/460 foot back in the day. But yeah, so I'm gonna bring them, have some fun, maybe do some roll racing with some people. TRC rents out the track and they film a bunch of videos there, and luckily they let me come hang out and get some track time. So stoked, gonna load the cars up and then we'll see you over there. There's another Mustang over here. So I did the typical drag racing thing. I went up, I talked a bunch of He's got a GT500 and it's all souped up. It's probably pushing 1,200 horsepower, but my plan is if I can do well with the Mustang and not, you know, look like a total scrub, maybe I'll challenge him. We have like a little drag show off, whatever they call it when people in the drag scene, they go down the track at the same time. It's like a drag sprint or like a drag challenge versus 2 cars. But yeah, no, I'm gonna go. I'm talking quiet because I don't want other drag racers to know I'm a vlogger. Yeah, no, I'm gonna go out there and put down a pass and hopefully she sticks. Probably leave it in the current boost level that the car is, and then if it hooks real good, I can turn it up a little bit. But yeah, just make sure that it does what it needs to do before, you know, I go out and have some fun. But first pass, I'm just gonna do a real soft launch just to get an idea of if it spins down the track. We'll see. What's the prep like today?
Get into the shiny a little bit. That'll be the stickiest. Okay. And then later on tonight, more glue will get thrown down. Okay. But just for right now, stay in the shiny.
Is it gonna probably be a little loose right now?
Yeah, just a little bit.
Okay, I'll leave soft then. Thank you.
Yep. But as a starting point, I think we're looking really good. Really good. It did a weird cut though at the end that I think is because I left my hand on the shifter, so I'll need to look into that and possibly adjust a couple of things. Alright. And the 10's off the bat.
Shifts are pretty fast.
Yeah.
All right, so the good news is its very first hit 10.9 at 131 with a terrible 60 foot. So this thing definitely has a low 10 in it, probably a 9. The only bad thing is I did slip the clutch a lot because I didn't want to break something on the first hit. The good news is it held the track amazingly, so I could turn the boost up. The bad news is the clutch did not like that, and its pedal position seems a bit weird. So I'm gonna play with the boost a little bit. Next time I'm gonna try to slip the clutch less. A lot of things going on to remember. And I had a weird cut at the end, maybe because my hand was resting on it, but 10.9 at 131 is a great start, so.
I'm gonna let the clutch out a little harder this time. Very bad shift. The clutch feels a lot better though now that I didn't slip it. Or I should say bad launch. I bogged it pretty hard. I didn't want to slip the clutch, but it's going to be tricky to nail. I should probably go ahead and set up launch control because doing it with the like rolling anti-lock buttons is kind of tricky.
Yo, the 1-2 shift sounded crazy. So we picked up 6 mile an hour, trapping 137 is real good. The launch is just terrible. I gotta figure it out. I didn't want to slip the clutch, so I kind of either spun or bogged. But the good news is the clutch feels fine after that one. First one I slipped too much and it felt gross. So turn up the boost a little bit more and fix my launch. Maybe put on launch control instead of the rolling anti-lag stuff I'm trying to use and see how it likes it.
All right, try a different burnout style and turn up the power a little bit more. It's feeling great on the track. We'll see if that does better or worse.
It's like finding that balance because on that one I slipped the clutch too much and I could feel the clutch got too hot. So let it cool down and then I'll try again. I just got to find a happy spot.
Try a different burnout. Boost is up, but down in first. Feels good. Nope. I'm gonna leave a little bit softer, all right?
Yeah. Whatever.
Am I good?
You just gotta try to, yeah, you're good. You just gotta try to find what works with the car with the tire.
Spin, but I bogged. Clutch feels good though, so.
All right, so I've decided with this current setup, I am either gonna cook my clutch or probably break something. They have very little prep on the track because it's an exotic night and they will just eat up the prep anyway. So I'm gonna roll race my buddy Andrew, who happens to be the GT500 owner that I may or may not have been talking about. Oof. No, I'm just playing. We've known each other for a really long time. He's always got cool cars. He used to have that turbo GT350.
Whipple.
Oh, it was Whipple?
Yeah,
Oh.
but Ashley killed the clutch before he got to get a good run in it.
He let me get a rip, but it definitely wasn't in its prime. look at what he's got here. This isn't a normal GT500. I apologize. I think I said it was a supercharged. They come supercharged, right?
They do come supercharged. Yeah. Supercharged DCT. The trans is like similar feel to like your R8 GTR Lambo, DCT trans paddle shifter.
I'm probably gonna get rolled for saying this, but I know very little about Mustangs.
Mr. RTR.
I know. I almost said it without adding that preface before it. So where's the turbos?
Turbos are underneath. It's a twin 64, 66.
Holy crap, this is cool.
Yeah, it's factory. The GT350 and these cars are very similar, but they kind of were like, okay, well that car did pretty good, and then like, how can we just like do that? But then the DCT is really cool, don't get me wrong. I really wish it came in a stick because I love driving stick, but the DCT is cool. Maybe you should drive it.
So he's trapping 148.
Who?
You.
Me?
158?
Yeah, I trapped 148 on that one.
Yeah, I'm trapping 138. So you're gonna roll me, but I think it's a roll race.
Yeah.
So if you roll me, we can roll together.
Yeah, well, I'm having like, it has really bad turbo lag when we're kind of like, so like I have rolling anti-lag, but it's hard to like pace the other person and get on it and go at the same time. That's the problem I had with the Evo.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, well, I'm a noob driver, so we'll see. We can do a drag exhibition.
Yeah.
Like who crosses the finish line first?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
This will be my first legit roll race. Do you do burnouts or no?
All right.
It wasn't that bad of a loss. We did okay, I feel like. We did okay. Could have been worse. That was fun. That was fun. I like that, I think. He definitely's got more horsepower than me, though. I might need to turn it up a little bit, I think.
Oh yeah.
We're reviewing our exhibition. Man, it looks like he beat me so much
149.
worse there.
Did I only go 142?
I don't like that angle.
No, it was like
What is this?
9.2.
Yeah, but these numbers don't mean anything. We didn't run a 9,
no.
Mike,
Oh,
because
I
we
did
rolled.
I know.
Okay, I thought you were kind of trying to gas me up. Yeah, look, he's
It's
got
not
12
like
more
it doesn't
mile an hour. His car's automatic, so it doesn't count.
Exactly.
No,
It's shifting fast.
No, mine works. I'm stoked I didn't lose as bad as I thought. My thing's hella heat soaked. I mean, you guys didn't see, but I saw letting it sit overnight. It was like a 200 horsepower gain, so I'm probably down a little bit, right? I mean, I could turn it up a little bit, but is he worth it? I don't know. I kind of want to go play in that thing and see how that is. But I feel like I should probably save that for its own video. Maybe depending on the video, I could table the footage, so that way they have to come back to the channel. There's a lot of people that don't subscribe.
You're not supposed to tell them this.
Well, I mean,
It's
my
supposed to be-
This is the conversation we have behind the red
I
curtain.
did hit the limiter like.
We have a red curtain in Mike's office, by the way. I'm pretty sure this was the first time that the Barra Mustang's ever gone to the actual drag strip. I might be wrong, maybe I forgot and it has been here before. I'm very content because it's shifting to exactly what it needs to. It's consistent. It's a little slow. It is heavy. Remember, this car's like 4,000 pounds. But more than anything, I want to put a different tire on it, get the suspension dialed, and then I think we'll have a force to be reckoned with. But good, successful day. Made some good power. Had some fun at the drag strip, and I did decide that you guys are gonna have to wait to see what this thing can do at the drag strip. We did film a video, but we'll table it for another day. If this video hits 20,000 likes, no, 30,000 likes in the first 24 hours, I'll upload this as the next video. If it doesn't, I'm just gonna sit on it for a while until I can bribe you with something else. Thanks for watching, appreciate you, and I'll see you soon, goodbye.
Does that have the PPF?
It don't need it,
It
bro.
needs it if you going
I'm
hard.
gonna be in front of everybody.
What happens when you got to pass somebody, you heard?
Ain't no rocks when you in front.
Let me
This
know.
motherfucker be tailgating some motherfuckers in the Porsche, bro. I got BPM, I'm good, bro.
Yeah, because I'm on the street, bro. I can pass, bro.
Ain't no other Porsche owner doing that.
Oh,
Ain't no other Porsche.
how many Porsche owners you been around, bro? Last time you were around and you blew up and had to stay
Hell
home.
yeah, because you were driving like a maniac,
Because I'm
bro.
a Porsche owner.
None of the rest of them drive like that.
Oh, let me know, bro.
Engelman's fast. What's up?
Oh, yeah, England's pro driver. He won the Nürburgring.
Did he really?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
He's a champion.
I want him to go to the compound.
Liquor, leaf, and wine truck. Pass.
Give me it.
I'll be back, boys. Fuck you. Like the blue?
Mike, what's the thing that it says in Pokemon? A wild GT350 has appeared. Something like that?
Something like that. You need to catch him?
No,
You'll huck
you'll face it.
Huck a ball at him?
All these Mustangs are coming out, dude.